Bedlam basketball is back. The rankings and the records say that the Sooners have the advantage. But is it that simple? From the Dodge Sports Desk, I'm Jenny Carlson, and this is OU Basketball with John Helsley. All right, John, it's Bedlam tonight in Stillwater. The rankings and the records give the Sooners an advantage, 19-1, a really gaudy record. I mean, is it that easy that it's the Sooners' big advantage tonight in Stillwater?
I think so, and you throw in the fact that they've got Blake Griffin, obviously a very talented, skilled big man, and Oklahoma State doesn't have anybody really to match up inside. I think they do go in with that edge. There's some things on the other side, though, for OSU, obviously the home floor, and, you know, I think they're really going to be ready for this game.
Potential trap at all for the Sooners tonight?
I think there is a potential for that. You know, Oklahoma State got a good win on Saturday. They really needed that. They get a road win at Nebraska. I think this is a game that kind of sticks in their craw a little bit. They lost twice to the Sooners last year, including at home when Oklahoma did not have Blake Griffin. I think this is a game that will really be ready to go if they're able to match up is the question.
Last time they played in a hostile environment like this, it was at Arkansas. Didn't turn out so well for the Sooners. Is that sort of an ominous sign for this game tonight, or the Sooners in a better spot to handle a road game like this at Gallagher-Iba?
I think they're in a better spot. That night, I think they kind of were taken by surprise. One, Arkansas was not supposed to be a very good team, and all of a sudden, it looks like they're not a very good team. They've lost 4 games in the SEC already, and I don't know that anybody expected that kind of crowd, 19,200 over there, a sellout, and it was really rocking. I think the Sooners were caught by surprise that night. The thing I think that maybe should be taken from that is they came back so well in that game. They were down by 25. They made a great run and really, I think, showed a little bit of character in that game.
Let's talk a little bit more about matchups tonight. Of all the matchups, when you talk about coaches, players, intangibles, all those things, who has the biggest advantage of all those matchups? Is it OU?
I think it's OU with Blake. And, teams have tried everything. Big teams, small teams have pretty much tried everything to slow him down to no avail. So I don't know what the Cowboys have in mind to do tonight. I mean, they've got a couple of guys with some okay size, but really nobody that can physically get in there and bang and really contend with him.
What about OSU's smaller lineup, their fast-paced style of play? Is OU ready to face that?
I think so, and I wrote about that a little bit today, in that they just come off 2 games at home, Nebraska and Baylor, very similar style teams as far as size-wise. Baylor especially, they like to get up and down the floor. OSU will even push it even more, but I think those 2 games really probably helped Oklahoma, especially coming at the point in the schedule that they did.
Well, I mentioned that 19-1 record a little bit earlier. Let's talk about how good this team is. How good are they? How good are the Sooners?
I think it's time to start saying that this is a team that could really go to the Final Four. The guards are playing much better. That was always the question, I think, at least with the national people. How good are their guards? Well, Willie Warren has proven to be a great freshman. Austin Johnson is playing as well as he has throughout his career. Tony Crocker's hitting some threes. I mean, they kind of have all the pieces all of a sudden. They get a really nice play off the bench the other day from Juan Patillo. If he can continue to do that and a couple of those guys can progress, I think this is a team that could be in for a special season.
All right. Well, John will be in Stillwater tonight, and he'll be continuing to provide in-depth coverage of the Sooners every step along the way of this season. To follow all the news and analysis, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.